Well, it is just gone 1. It's about 1:24 now in the afternoon here, and what a grisly old day it is. The wind is picking up. You can see a rainbow down to the south there as well. The wind is all over the place, and this track is causing some dramas. In fact, right underneath me right now, we're under yellow underneath me because the transponder mat has been lifting in the wind. We might get a shot of that fairly soon. I know we've just spent time, but this is just unfolding as we speak here, right underneath us. And we'll give you some results in just a moment. You can see you've got officials waving the yellows, and we're asking all of our riders to obey what's going on. You can hear there's radio chatter going on as well. And what the problem is the yellow tape, the actual transponder mat is, first of all, it's wet, so the adhesion's very hard to actually maintain, but we've got the wind really whipping, 30-40 kilometre whips coming through, and it's making it very difficult, so we're trying to maintain the integrity of that. Let's look at the results at the moment, and then we've got a few interviews to go to, and we've got John waiting in the wings here. For category number 4, which is your under-17s, in first place, Roof Rack City Racing, Billy Fleming, 110 laps. In second, number 24, Roof Rack City Racing, Eleanor, 107 laps. In third, Hills HPV Racing, Wildfire, number 131 on 95 laps. In category 5, you're under 20s now. Yeah, the sunshine comes out. Don't believe it. It's a lie. Category 5, you're under 20s. Leading is GTHP Murray Bridge with 115 laps. They're 5 laps ahead of Wattle Racing Mater in second place, 110 laps. And there's probably a 1 minute gap between Mater and G-Trike's Road Rage Matrix, which is a fantastic competition for second there. Both of them on 110 laps right now. And Trixie is the all-female team. They're leading in the all-females in that category. In category 6, so that's your open category now, the first few are Team Relentless, Trump Trikes, leading by just a lap, so that sets us up for a really thrilling last 2 or 3 hours. The wind is trying everything it can to eat these results out of my hand. Wattle Racing Toothless, they're going for a trifecta here. They won in Mount Gambier, they won in Loxton, and they're a lap behind, but this has been the pattern we've seen this year. Wattle Racing Toothless, 131 laps at the time of printing here, and in third, Peninsula Human Power with 126 laps. That's your first 3 there. The rest of them you can find online with our live timing. Now, a lot is happening here, as I did say, with the wind. They're still under yellow behind us here. There's another part of the track that's causing some dramas. I do want to look at this, and that has been the end of this straight. We'll go to that footage now, and then I'm going to grab John up here. We'll have to talk to John in just a moment. It's officially a bad hair day here up on the bridge. I'm with John from Tristed. G'day, John.
Hey, how you going, Paul?
Yeah, good. Beautiful view. As you can see, the pictures come to you thanks to Floodlight Media. This is a smaller track. This is a shorter track than we usually use. John, you were saying before there are some advantages and disadvantages to that. Talk us through.
Yeah, definitely. Last year with the Cat 4 Day for both round 3 and 4, it felt if you were in the middle of the pace with every other bike that there wasn't much overtaking. And it's a great track. It's very quick, the long track, but this is definitely a lot more exciting, but a lot slower with the 2 hairpins corners. Yeah.
Is it the density of traffic which sort of adds to that excitement?
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot more overtaking here, and a lot more accident dodging, I guess. Yeah.
Well, actually, speaking of accidents, we've had a very clean run so far. I'm not really aware of too much that's gone wrong. How's your team going? How's Tri-Sled?
Yeah, good. I think our A team gold member, I think they're sitting 3rd or 2nd overall, which is really good. Our B team in Sunnyside Up, I don't know where we're coming. I think we're about the halfway mark in the overall positions, and Yeah, our Cat 5 team in the quad, the black tri-sled quad. I actually don't know where they're sitting right now, but they're hooking around really quick and they're loving it. So, yeah.
Well, you can check on the live timing, of course, via our Pedal Pre website. Or the link's also on Facebook as well. Hey, John, just before we go to some other interviews we've recorded, you're thinking of going solo next year. That's a hell of a prospect.
Yeah, definitely. One of my good mates here, Aaron Tetley's in his own bike at the moment, the black bullet canopy that's going around. He's doing the 6-hour solo, and he's kind of been on my ear to try do it myself. So my original goal was to do it at Casey in the Vic Series at round 4 this year, but yeah, we might give it a crack next year and do an Adelaide solo. Yeah, it's one of the things I've always wanted to do. So.
It would be a hell of a thing to do 6 hours, wouldn't it? Now, looking over our shoulders here, if you look down there, you can see the pits. A little earlier, Emily from Floodlight Media and Jai and myself went down to the pits and met some of the characters there. G-Trikes Road Rage is one of the community teams here today, and these guys, it's an unusual setup for this team. With me, Beck, and on your left, Sam there. Beck, how does it all work? Because this is the first time your whole team today has been in the same postcode, so you obviously don't train together.
Yeah, we're based from Victoria, South Australia, and so we communicate through social media on Facebook, and then we get together for our races and get to see a whole team together.
Must be a very strange experience. So for some of you, it's the first time you've met in person. G'day, Sam. How are you, fella?
I'm really good, thank you.
You have an amazing trip coming up. Now, you're obviously environmentally friendly because of the name. Let's talk about that first. What does it mean?
So road is like road a bike, and then the rage part of the name stands for Ride Against Greenhouse Emissions. So we're all about saving the environment and giving back to people and trying to help everyone and make friends and everything. So yeah.
Well, this trip I mentioned before, these guys plus 10 others are off fairly shortly. I don't know if you can see on the hats there, but they're off to some incredible places. Tell us about them, Beck.
Yeah, so we're going overseas to Europe. We're going to France, Netherlands, Germany and Poland, and we're going to volunteer at refugee agencies in Calais and pay our respect to those who fought in the wars there and stuff.
What is that like? You guys are only fairly young.
Well, we don't really know what it's like yet, but I definitely think it's an experience that we should look forward to, you could say, and it's definitely something you can learn from. And even though it may be confronting for some, I definitely feel like we can learn from an experience like this, and it'll be really good for us.
Is Reggie here today?
Of course he is.
Where is Reg?
Somewhere watching the race.
Reginald Rage is a mascot that's nearly as big as these guys. He's
I think he's bigger.
Is he going as well with you?
Yes, yeah.
So Reginald Rage is a massive teddy bear about this big, and he's going to be sitting on the plane as well, heading over to some incredible places. It's about awareness for these guys, so I'm really impressed, and I'd like to hear when you come back, when we see you in future rounds, if you could come and talk to us again and let us know how it goes.
Yeah, we'd love to do that, and if anyone else is interested about it and sort of wants to know what's going on, we're going to be posting videos and statuses on our Facebook page at Road Rage, and so everyone can keep up to date with all the posts that we're putting on. And yeah, so if you're interested in that, you should go check out our page.
Well, good luck to you guys, not just for the trip, but of course for this series as well. They've been very strong competitors. Good luck today with your ride.
Yeah, thank you, Paul. We look forward to it. Yeah.
Good on you, Sam, and Beck, well done.
Thanks.
That's Road Rage, and just pop out the way there, Beck. And they're going to do some filming themselves now. So just some of the characters here. There are so many different stories at every Pedal Pre event. Thousands and thousands of stories. I've got a few of my favourites, which I'm sure I'll tell you when we get to September. In fact, there's a beautiful story that I look forward to sharing with you around that track. We'll do that in a few months' time. As for now, though, let's go back to the racing. Well, as the race rages on here, we're at pit lane at the moment. Let's go and visit one of the pits. This is Fast Cats Racing. They have a pretty good setup. Just watch the, here we go, Road Rage is just coming through, one of the G-Trikes machines. Number 11 there, one of the girls' machines, in fact. Fast Cats Racing, 4 teams in here today. They are Hellcat, Stray Cats, Cheshire Cat, and Tomcat, as you see on their board. I want to see how show you how they're set up. Come on in here. We've got Wendy and Daniel up here with some contraptions in their hands. G'day, Wendy. How are you?
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, good. You look like you're playing some sort of weird game.
Yep, just let me press a button.
Okay, so what is going on
So
here?
we're timing. We have 4 bikes, and we're timing. So Daniel and I are watching out for the 4 bikes, and every time they go past, we time. We have a whole computer system here so we can personally time our team as we go along. And he's telling me to time for Tomcat, so we're going
Okay, so have you ever missed one?
all the time, and they tell us off.
That's because down here, just down below, it's actually quite warm here. You've got a heater here somewhere, I can tell. But yeah, they've got the setup here, and a lot of teams do have some sort of setup. Some have GPSs which time from the bike themselves. Some don't have this at all, and they rely on the live timing at the place. Good luck. Good luck to you too, Dan.
Thank you for that.
No worries.
Daniel's going in Cheetah tomorrow.
Oh, good luck. We'll see you tomorrow in Cheetah, mate. Good luck, because the juniors are racing tomorrow. It's communities today. Let's head down here. I just want to show you some of this setup they've got. This is a really nice established pit. It's damn cold. And this is the best place to be. It really is good. G'day, guys. How you going? You're all wusses. Every one of you. Let's go. You've got no shoes on. Man. It's... Yeah, in fact, these guys need the heater. Come around here. I want to show you. They keep the nutrition going. Roy, wherever... There he is. Roy's doing his flapjacks at the moment. G'day, Roy, my favourite man at the moment.
Do you want something nice and hot? Well, we got them.
Yeah, we'll be here. So he's cooking up a storm here. So the hot plate is going, and it's a lovely feeling here in this pit. And a lot of the feel in the pits is real camaraderie. That is a beautiful, warm hot plate. That's really nice. A few more things to show you. There are other ways of staying warm here at the track. Come around here, Em. Whoa! The drink bottles are here. Spencer and Richard are having a pedal. They're either warming up or warming down. How are you, Richard?
Oh, not bad. I've just done an hour ride. I'm just cooling down. The best place to be is out on the track. It's nice and warm.
Yeah, well, your vehicles are pretty well. They capture the heat inside.
Oh, yeah, you know, we have fun. We have lots of fun.
And how about you, Spencer? You had a ride yet?
Not yet. Warming up.
It looks like a similar process, warming up, warming down.
Yeah, I guess it's keeping the muscles going and, yeah, getting rid of the lactic acid after you've been riding. But, yeah, it's good.
Nice setup you've got here. Very impressive.
Oh, I guess, yeah, over the years we've refined it and, yeah, we like to have a little bit of luxury and get Roy and the Barbie and, yeah, he can cook up a storm.
It's a couple of days camping. You wait till Murray Bridge at the end in September. Okay, so from Fast Cats Racing, we'll grab a pancake. We'll be out of here. It's a great down here at Victoria Park. It is just pitiful, this weather here at the moment. Down on the start of the main straight here, it is just so wet. Carolyn, just come and we'll talk to Carolyn here. We're going into the pits. This is unique, this one. Damn, that's a good idea, actually. There we go. It's literally 6 degrees. Yeah, oh, God. Hey, you're from a very different team. It's called Gail and Carolyn. You're Carolyn. Gail's out in the bike. Does that literally mean it's just Gail and Carolyn?
Yes, just us two.
How does that work?
Easy. We just go out for an hour and come in and tag and, yeah, keep doing it.
Why? Why are you doing it just as two?
Oh, we just wanted to. Just why not? You know.
Well, so you didn't give it much thought. Do you give it much training?
Yes, except I mucked my foot up 2 weeks ago. So yeah, that mucked my training up too.
So Gail is carrying you at the moment. Here, you have your blanket because that's not helping me at all. But it is an unusual concept. You've got an all-female team. Yeah. You've got just the two of you. How did you get into this? It seems such a strange mix.
Yeah, well, normally in Victoria we race with a full team, so we do all the Vic races, but just coming up to Adelaide, just the logistics of getting up here is hard. So I just said to Gail, hey, how about you and I do it? Just two of us. And she said, yeah, cool.
Thank you for the Victorian weather. It's very nice of you.
Just for you guys.
Yeah. It's an oldie but a goodie, that line. All right, well, look, good luck. When are you next in the vehicle?
Well, Gail just popped in at 11, so I'll go in at 12, and yeah, we'll just keep going. Yeah.
All right, as you can see, we recorded this just a little bit earlier, just to keep warm. Check this out. This guy should know better. He's 52 years old. Indigo out there. See the vehicle, the dark blue vehicle here, going past us now. That is Rob, 52 years old. He's riding the whole 6 hours by himself. By himself, can you believe? He absolutely should know better. Well, with me now is Beck Lardner, who has a team of her own. We haven't seen this in South Australia. We have it over in Victoria. Casey Fields, I reckon you rode. And it's called?
Lardner Racing. It's also called Ultraviolet.
Now, we've seen the vehicle before, a dark purple, beautiful-looking bike there. You've just come out of the bike, Beck. First of all, great to see an all-female team led by you, the matron of the team. You're only young, I know, but you're in the Opens.
Yes, we are. So we have to compete in the Opens due to the age restriction. So we're going really well so far.
How are you going?
I think we're about 30th overall. I've got my second rider in, and she's doing really good time. So we'll keep her out for a little bit longer.
You know, She's the Man is always going to be difficult to beat. They're such a strong team, and they've been on the podium repeatedly for years now. You have any ambitions of getting there?
So this year's our goal is just to establish a team, get a team of girls riding together from Victoria. So throughout the year we'll get some fitness up, and hopefully we'll be contenders, maybe come Casey in October. But yeah, we're about a development team really. So we'll come for them one day, but we're not there right now.
Well, the tri-sled tie-in, I suppose, is you've been blooding a lot of really good youngsters along the... It's been a very good process, really. It's becoming, like the fruits are now starting to show, aren't they?
Yeah, it's really good. So we do have a development team for the under-20s riding today. And I've also got 3 girls under the age of 18 who are riding in my team. So they're also part of our development as well. So it's really good to see some young riders coming through and just so enthusiastic about HPV, and they just want to ride more races, so we brought them over to South Australia.
All right, well, great to see you here. Ultraviolet Racing for Lardner Racing. Beck at the helm, the captain of the team. It's really good. I'm really pleased to see that. I think you deserve that after seeing you here for so many years in pedal pre-racing. It's great to see you finally establishing your own team.
I'm really excited for the future.
As you should be, as are we as well. There's a fair bit of racing still going on right behind us here. The beautiful grandstand in the background. We're on the shorter track. The weather is awful. It's been raining very hard here. Thank you, Beck. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast here. We go till 4 o'clock local. Just after the race time, we'll be 6 hours down the track. And then we'll bring you the end results as well. So I hope you're enjoying the coverage. Thanks to Floodlight Media. This is round 3 of the UniSA Australian HPV Super Series. Well, that's how it's done. Nearly everyone's getting it right today, which is very encouraging. This is such a tricky corner, this. Have a look as they come through, and you might even see a few mistakes, or maybe you won't agree with all of the lines, but as they come up this straight, or come down it really, because it's a downhill, they've got a few things to contend with. The corner really leans to the right of your screen, and so it's going to push the bike this way. So the momentum with the speed and the cornering is going to do that. Then they've got a strange uphill. Then the corner tips over the other way. It's a really unusual sequence that you've got to cope with quite quickly. Now, if you get your line wrong, as we said in the opening today, you can get yourself in all sorts of trouble. The biggest mistake that will, and not so much today, but tomorrow when we've got the juniors, I expect there'll be a few vehicles maybe resting on their side a few times. But today, you can see basically everyone's lining up the corner here. See the yellow vehicle? Septimus Hound. Beautifully taken. That's kind of how you want to do it. But what does happen is some vehicles take this very fast. They find themselves too wide. The camber changes as you're cornering. You're suddenly going uphill. And then you've got this area, and I'll just take you over here. This area here with the grass is a picnic area for riders who have made mistakes, basically. They'll land themselves here. The fence will become their friend in some instances, because it's an incredibly fast part of the course. Even though it's going uphill, you've got all this ripping speed, and you haven't washed it off. And you're coming out here, slide, 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 sometimes a roll, unfortunately, and bang. We have had a few incidents here, as I'm sure anyone who knows this event is aware. But today, nice and clean. In fact, we've had an incident-free race so far, so it's been very, very good. Tom Cart goes past us here, one of the 4 from Fast Cats Racing. And yeah, it's a quiet corner today. Tomorrow, not so. And one of the G-Trikes road rage machines go past. Reg, looking good for your team. Crap weather. Crap weather. Reg? Reg? Medic! Whoa, boy. It's been a lot of fun, and you do meet different characters, and one of them attacked me. Have a look at this. Hey, buddy, what do you think of the event's cats policy? I'm being attacked by a dog! The pedal pre's dangerous! Enter at your own risk! Oh, God. Well, that just about wraps up this update. We'll come back a little later in the afternoon. But before I go, I just want to introduce you to one of the new Floodlight team members here, Jai, his first ever pedal pre-race. How are you?
Yeah, very well. Yourself?
Yeah, good. You've been smiling since you got here. What do you think of it?
Absolutely loving it. I think, yeah, it's my first time out, and just so many exciting things going on, and yeah, really getting into it.
We've got another fan. The Pedal Pre family grows by another one. We'll be back with the broadcast, thanks to Floodlight Media, at around now local time, around 3, just after 3 o'clock. Then we'll do a big wrap about 3:45 as well. The race does wrap up at 4, so join us then. This is Paul Richards and Jai from Floodlight. Smile and Jai, we call him. Back soon.